Hey guys, welcome to Ridiculous Updates, where I will do my best to update you everything that's going on in my ministry here in Louisiana. Excited about reporting. My first 2 weeks have been great. Getting used to getting all settled in here in Baton Rouge and getting used to life in Baton Rouge on LSU. One thing that's been really hard for me so far is Go Tigers. It's not really my language. I still bleed red and black. So for all you watching that are dog fans, go Dogs. But I will be cheering for the Tigers in these coming times. But always cheering for Georgia. Even when LSU plays Georgia, I'll be cheering for Georgia. Let's make that clear. But I will say, if Georgia ever plays North Georgia, I'm Nighthawks. Gotta stuck with the alma mater. So, but as far as that, it's great. Summer's been slow. Most of my time here has been nothing but emails, phone calls, and a lot of yard work. As some of y'all know, in Baton Rouge was hit very hard with floods, especially when you go more east, like towards Denham Springs area. The campus minister director here, Steve Masters, was hit hard with the flood, and I think he said his house was in 58 inches, and so been going over there and working with him and help mow the grass, weed eat, move some furniture, and they're starting to get the paints done, tiling's in, so they're starting to move in, so it looks like they're gonna have their home back very soon. So I've been doing that. Last week started orientation, so finally got to meet some different students. Cool story, I've met with 3 people who know what Dahlonega is. It was funny because I was talking with them, asked them where they're from, and they were telling me they were from a different part of Louisiana. I had no idea because I told them I was from Georgia. And they said, oh, we did camp in Georgia, and we got to do it in a town, Dahlonega, and I was just so excited. I was like, I know Dahlonega. Dahlonega is actually where I went to school, and it was very cool to see them know Dahlonega. A story they told me is when they first got there, they call it Dahlonega, and I told them the story of Josh Turner. When he was doing his concert there, he called it Dahlonega. So it's a common mistake, but they do now know the pronunciation, and I taught them how to do the Nighthawks. So that's been really cool. So one of the things I want to do here on this update is things, how am I doing personally? How am I doing physically? How am I doing spiritually? And how I'm doing emotionally? And so those are the main 3 questions I want to answer during this time with you guys. But I'm also trying to think of new ideas to make it more fun and engaging. And I want you to comment below and ask different questions, and I can try to answer those in the next video, or I'll answer them in the comments. But as far as I'm doing physically, I'm doing great. My schedule is a little different because I'm part-time, and so it's very relaxed here. I've been waking up at 9:30 each morning, kind of lazy because I go to bed at 11:30, so I sleep in for a long time. I'll wake up, go to a coffee shop, get some coffee, and then just make phone calls and do emails. And then at 3 o'clock, usually we head over to the school and do some orientation stuff. And part of our job at orientation is we don't just represent the BCM, we represent all chaplains or all campus ministries here, and so we just ask questions on if you would like to engage, would you be interested in any religious organizations? And if they say BCM, then I have my time to invite them to the ministry here. So that's what that looks like. So that's been fun. Like I said, being stuck in an office, doing phone calls and emails, it's cool because what we do is we invite them personally and ask them if they would love to be a part of our ministry here. Mainly because we've seen that they've been accepted into LSU, and in their application they said they were Baptist. So with that information we have, we call them and invite them personally to our ministry. And if they don't answer, or if they do, we send an email saying that we enjoyed talking to you, or we send an email saying, hey, just wanted to reach out and let you know what's going on and hope to see you in the coming fall. So that's been really cool to see how the networking works here. Very engaging and very personal. Even though it can be aggravating, something I really have to keep praying about when I'm calling people, that these are people who may not even know who God is, and so this is an opportunity to share the gospel with them. So actually a cool story of that happened a few years back, where they kept calling and this person was dealing with depression and started thinking about suicidal thoughts, and remembered that these people from BCM kept calling them, and eventually she had the number saved and called this person up, and now she's part of our ministry. And so it's been cool to hear that story. So you never know what comes up in these things. So that's really cool. Spiritually, been reading the book of Psalms and just being engaged with our Creator and seeing how sovereign He is, and just being reminded that He is always in control. These past few weeks with meeting new people, I've had people ask, so what do you want to do now? Or why are you getting your seminary degree in church planning? Or what's next after that? And honestly, I don't know the answers to those. I just know I can trust in the Lord with all my heart and lean not on my own understanding, but in all my ways trust in Him. And the things I just keep going back to is Psalm 19. Remember that the Lord declares the heavens. And so just drawing back to God's sovereignty and His trust in Him, and that through these tough times, even when I have anxiety or get worried, I can trust in Him. And so with that, I've been involved with a church here. A church plant meets at the BCM called Progression Church, and the pastor is Brian Crane, and got to talk with him a few times, and have a friend that's on staff here. And so it's been cool to wake up on Sunday morning, walk on over to church, and get involved. Recently I got involved with their community groups, where we're going through Crazy Love and just tackling different questions and praying with one another. So that's been really cool. So physically doing well, spiritually just learning God's sovereignty, and emotionally there's been days it's been hard. I miss you guys, but you know, when having my birthday this Friday and getting all the phone calls and text messages and looking on Facebook and seeing you guys wish me happy birthday, I really do appreciate that. I am just so loved, and thank you for just your love and support in all this, and just for being part of my life. But I do miss Georgia. I miss my family. Actually, this past weekend, Mom and Dad got to come up and celebrate my birthday, and in Baton Rouge and in New Orleans. If you want to send mail or anything, you can hit me up at this address. So if you want to hit me up sometime, or write me letters, send packages, you know, I'd love to hear from you. I love handwritten letters, and so just hearing from y'all would be awesome. There's a lot more to add, but it's hard to tell you in just 10 minutes, because I know after a while you just get tired of hearing my voice, and that's why I want to make it more enjoyable and more engaging during this time. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to hear from y'all, and I'll talk to y'all next week. Thanks. See y'all.